Hi guys, good evening and thanks for joining. First of all, apologies from my side. So actually I was in another call, so it was delayed another 15 minutes. Apologies. Yeah, finally we are in cybersecurity. So it will take another 8 to 10 classes in between theoretical part. Once that one is going to complete, then we can start practical sessions. So these 8 to 10 classes, whatever I'm going to teach, it's a completely definition. Each and every topic, whatever I'm going to teach, so or whatever we are going to discuss, it's very very important from the interview point of view. Okay, so let's start here. So cyber security, what is meant by cyber security? So most of the people, they will say like protecting of the data or protecting of the information is called as a cyber security. So can we protect only data? Can't we protect other things? Yes, we can protect so many other things as well. We can protect data, we can protect information, we can protect endpoints, we can protect network, we can protect servers, we can protect databases, we can protect applications, we can protect cloud instances, everything. 24 bar 7 into 365 days is called as cyber security. Nothing but overall point of view. If you want to safeguard or if you want to protect, and also if you want to take care of the respect to preventive controls, that is called cyber security. Okay, so how we can define protecting of data or information or processes or assets or databases, servers, cloud, applications, network, endpoints, product, mobiles, extra 24 bar 7 bar 365 days from the hackers. From where we are protecting? From the attackers or hackers or intruders. From the hackers or intruders or attackers or threat
Adversary.
actors or adversaries is called as cyber security. This is also one of the interview question. What is meant by cyber security? Okay. Now, couple of definitions we can see part of the cyber security. All these definitions already we discussed. So once again, I will repeat those definitions. So we know about CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So whatever you are discussing about entire cyber security, it will revolve around only these three factors. One is unauthorized person should not, okay, so leak the data or should not access the data, or unauthorized person, okay, cannot modify or delete or update the data or trustworthy of the data, and always the resource should be available to the end users. That is availability. All these three things: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So whatever you can take, always revolve around these three parameters only: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We have seen already in-depth analysis as well for each and every definition. Okay, now, so what is meant by SIEM? For monitoring of all this, we are saying like a protecting data or information or process or assets or databases, servers, and everything. How it is possible? It is not possible through manual way. What we have to do? We need one of the unified management solution or unified management console. From there, we can monitor 24 bar 7 into 365 days. So that is called a SIM tool. Then what is SIM tool here now? Give me 1 second, only 1 minute, 1 second. Murali. Apologies, guys. Yeah. So now what is to monitor all these different types of entire organization from a single console or management console or unified console to protect entire data or entire organization or entire information or assets or databases or servers or applications or cloud or network or endpoints and so on. So the tool we can call it a SIM tool. What is SIM tool now? So SIM full form is Security Information and Event Management. It is a combination of SIM and SEM. Initially up to 2005. So up to 2005, we have two different types of solution. One is SIM and second one is SEM. SIM full form is Security Information Management. Nothing but only protecting of the data. And SEM full form is Security Event Management. So this is like a logs analysis basically. This is protecting of the data and this is protecting of the, taking care of the log analysis. So in 2005, what happened? So as per the Gartner report, so two persons are invented. Why we have to use two different types of solution for single analysis or single security incident investigation or forensic analysis? One of the person name is called as a Amrut Williams. He's from India, and the second person name is called as Stephen Williams. He's from UK. So they two people invented. So instead of using two different types of solution, why can't we use a single solution part of the SIM and SEM? Then finally they made it like, as per Gartner report, combination of SIM plus SEM is called as SIEM. Nothing but protecting of the data or information and also protecting of the entire organization of the endpoints, network or assets or databases or cloud or network and everything. So they made it like a, instead of using two different types of solution, so we can bring into two solutions in like single umbrella. That one we can call it as SIM tool. Okay. When this has happened in 2005. So now what is SIM tool definition? It is a log collection. First we have to collect the logs. For what? Using different types of log integration method. Or this is also called as log onboarding methods. It's a very, and so on infinity times. Each and every interview, it's a common question. Do you know how to integrate the logs to SIM tool? Or do you know how to embed log sources or data source logs to SIM tool? Do you know how to onboard log source logs to SIM tool? It's a common question, even though we are not implementation guy. Basically, this one can be taken care by implementation team. But even though they want to test your knowledge, at least you are aware of the, so how to onboard a log source or how to onboard a data source. For that one, we have different types of log integration methods or different types of log onboarding methods or different types of log onboarding methods. Okay. So log integration methods are log onboarding methods are log aborts. So all these are common. Okay. So log collection meaning here sending of the logs to SIM tool. So for that one, we can use the different types of log integration methods or log onboarding methods or log abort methods, depending on the different types of terminology. After that, what SIM tool will do, once we are sending the logs to SIM tool, it will do log processing of the logs. So under the log collection, what are the different types of things it will complete? It will complete aggregation, it will complete parsing, and it will complete normalization. So those things will fall under the log collection side. Under log processing of the logs. So for that one, they have the different types of hardware module or software module, and it will process the logs. And here itself, it will complete filtering, querying, and also indexing under the log processing side. So SIEM tool, we have to send the logs from the different types of log sources or data sources. So, and after that, it will complete aggregation, parsing, and normalization. So later, those logs, it will send it to log processor, and log processor, it will complete filtering, querying, and also indexing. And later, what SIEM tool will do, it will do log analysis, and also it will do log correlation. So meaning here, it will check with the past data. Is there any similar type of attack is existing in the past? It will correlate or it will map one event with the another event. What is one event or one log here? One is normal event and second one is abnormal event. Correlation meaning here, so normal event versus abnormal event, or already whatever attacks are triggered in the SIEM tool, it can be mapped or it can be, okay, so or correlate with the whatever logs we are received. That is called correlation. Correlation is nothing but mapping or correlate with the past data or existing data. So it will do the log correlation. And finally, log monitoring and incident investigation tool. Not only instant investigation, instant trigger or alert. And finally, incident investigation tool is called as a SIEM tool. Log collection, log processing, log analysis can be done by human beings. So nothing but cyber security analyst. Tool will give analysis part, but that one we have to confirm whether really that is a false positive and true positive. If everything tool is doing, why human beings are required? Why cyber security analyst people are required? That is not required, right? So that is the reason log analysis can be done by so our cyber security analyst, whether really it's happened or not, whenever any security incident is triggered. Okay. So log correlation, as I said, it will correlate or it will map or it will validate with the existing data. Okay. So log monitoring, it will monitor all the logs and based on the correlation rules or based on the policies, finally it will trigger the alerts. Once those alerts will be triggered, as a security analyst will take care of the instant investigation or forensic analysis. That is called as a SIEM tool. Okay. Now,
Where does classification falls?
which classification will come under the log collection itself? Classification of the logs, like a there are different types of the log classification. One is as per syslog terminology from Cisco side, there are 9 different types of the log messages. One is warning, one is successful, one is information, one is error, one is message. Yeah, there are different types of log messages. Everything will come under the log collection itself. Okay. So next
One
one
more
is,
normalization. Okay, it also comes under log collection.
yeah, everything already provided here. Aggregation, parsing, and normalization will fall under the log collection part of the event collector or log collector. And log processing can be done by filtering and querying and indexing. And even it has a CRE engine. So I thought to say this one, but you will get confusion. That is the reason I did not say here. Correlation rule engine also will fall under the log processor. Okay. So now, even every log we cannot go and we cannot integrate a SIEM tool. Otherwise, it will become very expensive. Per day, we can receive so many billions and millions of the logs. For that one, we have to pay money. So log SIEM tool licensing is based on the GB per day. If everything you are integrating, so per day itself, all the end users, all the servers, all the databases, all the applications, all the network devices, all the clouds, all the everything, total end to end, I want to say, it will generate billions of the logs, not million, billions of the logs. If the billions of the logs, if you want to integrate the SIEM tool, if you don't classify the severity or whether it is priority of the logs, like a critical, high, or medium, or low, or informational. So we can ignore low and informational. That's okay for us. Otherwise, it will become like a very expensive tool. For SIM tool itself, we have to pay very huge amount or large amount of the money. So that is the reason wherever it is possible, it's better to reduce the GB per day. GB per day, and also based on the how many number of end users are existing. According to that only SIM tool licensing is depending on. Anyway, that one we are going to discuss. So next one is SOC. So you know what is SOC? Security Operations Center. What is the Security Operations Center? You know already, it's a dedicated room or site where cyber security analyst or information security analyst, they will sit together and they will monitor 24/7/365 days. And whenever any security incident is triggered or whenever any security incident is received, they will take care of the instant investigation and forensic analysis. So that is called SOC. Okay. It is a dedicated room or data center is different. Data center also same thing. It's a dedicated room or site. But what we are going to do in data center, we are going to deploy or we are going to implement, we are going to install different types of network devices connected together. That is called data center. But we are not discussing about here any operations point of view. So only we are discussing about whenever any security incident is triggered in the room, so we have to take care of the instant investigation. Data center is different and the security operations center is different. It is a dedicated room or site where cyber security analyst or information security analyst will sit together and they will monitor 24/365 days. And whenever any security alerts will be triggered, they will take care of incident investigation or forensic analysis. So that is called a SOC. Now, what are the levels of the SOC or tiers of the SOC? Levels are tiers of the SOC. Before going to that one, I want to provide the synonyms or other names for the SOC. Other names of the SOC. So we know already SET, Computer Emergency Response Team. So this is applicable to public sector or government sector. You know already, you are following regularly India SET and US SET, Australia SET, Singapore SET, Dubai SET, and so even Netherlands or Amsterdam, Belgium, and so on. So they will not call it as a SOC, they will call it a SET, Computer Emergency Response Team. When you say computer, it's not about just only computer, it is taking care of entire overall network devices. That's what I said initial itself. Computer means don't think like only just one of the computer. So it is overall network devices. And we have CSIRT, cyber security, incident response team. And also we have SIRT, security incident response team. And also we have CDC. So CDC, most of the consulting and outsourcing and also service-based companies, they will call it as a CDC. Cyber Defense Center, example Wipro and Infosys, not Infosys, Wipro and Capgemini, those companies, they will call it Cyber Defense Center. Nothing but SOC. So then MSS, Managed Security Services. Priyanka, today you posted one of the post to me personally, I think. So E1, E2, E3, E4 meaning here L1, L2, L3, L4. Okay. Once again, so there are different types of vacancies are available. Under the endpoint security, I think they need manager, nothing but E4. And also you mentioned like E3, something like that. Under the network security, and also E2 and E1. E1 is like L1, E2 like L2, and E3 is like a level 3, and E4 is like a manager. So that is the overall description of the E1, E2, E3, and E4. Is it clear?
He actually mentioned MSS endpoint security.
Yeah, MSS meaning here, managed security services. Morning already I discussed. When I say MSS team, so overall security operations, whoever is taking care, nothing but operations support, not about implementation, not about design, not about sales, not about pre-sales, only operations support. Already I said project lifecycle management. What is the project lifecycle management include? It includes sales, pre-sales, design, implementation, operational support. MSS team dedicatedly will work on the operational support only. They will not work on the any implementations. They will not work on the any design. They will not work on sales and pre-sales. So only already client has everything set up is available. We have to take care of the L1, L2, L3 operational support. That is called MSS basically. So whatever job post they provided, they need only, so endpoint security side or antivirus or EDR or DLP or encryption or HDS, HAPS capability of, so operational support of L1, L2, L3. I think they mentioned like E4, right? Like a manager they need. Yeah.
And for cybersecurity, EVM, network security,
Yeah,
E1 is
EVM
taken.
is a blockchain concept basically. It's a
Okay.
blockchain concept. So it's a dedicated to blockchain related vacancy, that one. So they need network security, correct?
Huh.
Network security E3, correct? E3
E1.
or E1, yeah. Level 1 team they need for Ethereum virtual machine. So full form is EVM, full form is Ethereum virtual machine, meaning here it's a blockchain concept basically. Water blockchain company they are referring, it's a dedicated to that particular vacancy. So it's a related to blockchain, meaning here, so it's a continuation process from one of the input becomes to another output is become another input and so on. That is called blockchain concept, right? So
Okay.
they need, so even analyst.
Okay.
Okay. So another two vacancies also you said, right?
In the first one, MSS under MSS endpoint
Yeah,
security
that
E4.
is fine. Oh, yeah, that is manager. Okay.
Under that, he mentioned a cybersecurity E2.
Yeah, E2 means L2.
Okay. So other thing is also L2. So
Yeah,
I
that
think
is
for the
also.
first description, they wanted E2 and E4.
Mm.
For the blockchain, E1 and E2 they wanted.
Yes, that's correct. That is the overall description. Hope you
Okay.
got it.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, then thanks. So other names of the stocks are all these, even couple of companies. So CSART, example, HSBC Bank PLC, and also even Microsoft, all those companies, they will call CSR. They will not call it a SOC. Okay. So it will depending on organization to organization. All the consulting and service-based company, they will call MSS. Main security service is dedicated to operational support only. Okay. So now, as I said, it's a like a as a project lifecycle management, you know already. So sales team, pre-sales, design, implementation, those four teams are not involved part of the MSS. Here only we are taking care of the operational support basically, or professional services. Okay. Now levels of the SOC. So we have L1, L2, L3, or tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3, level 1 or T1, tier 1. So those designations are security analyst, cyber security analyst, information security analyst. Depending on the organization's point of view, don't think like information security analyst meaning it's a GRC vacancy. Don't think. So because depending on the organization designation, it's different. For me, they given principal software engineer too. That means whether I am working on the software architecture or software something like that, no, not at all. I am working for the cyber security field, part of the product security. But they given the designation as a principal software engineer. Whether my role and whether whatever I'm working on, whether it's matching, no, it is not matching at all. So company to companies, these designations, it will vary. Whether you are selecting for the product-based company or whether you are working for service-based company, they have their own designations. So many people, they will ask me, currently I'm working as finance analyst. Currently I'm working as a server analyst. Currently I'm working as Windows analyst. It's okay. That's okay. No problem. Maybe in our organization, they will call it as different designation. Maybe some other organization, they will call it different designation. That is okay. But in my organization, they will call different designation. Organization to organization, this one, it will vary. For example, if I want to say cognizant, so they will call it as analyst, whoever it may be. So once anyone is selected the off campus or maybe campus placements, they will give by default, it's a analyst. And they will give later, they will give as a programmer. Later, they will give as a senior, okay, so senior analyst. Senior analyst meaning here, do you think like it's a security field? No. For everyone, they will get senior analyst or senior associate, sorry, senior associate. So here they will give like a designations associate. So next one is senior associate, manager, senior manager, director. Before going to that, director, associate director, senior associate director, sorry, director, a senior associate director, vice president, and CEO. This is the way. Associate, it's applicable to everyone, irrespective of the which technology you are working on. Whether you're working on the machine learning or whether you're working on the DevOps, whether you're working on the testing tools, whether you're working on the security field, whether you're working on the HR team. So associate is common. It's like a fresher, 0 to maybe 4 years of experience. Senior associate, 4 to 8 years of experience, they'll get senior. So this is the way how the terminology is different. Don't think like, okay, so designation in my organization is different and whatever they are looking is different. It's okay. You have to convince, not convince. This is the way how the designations are defined in my organization. Nobody question will back. Okay. So next one is L2 or tier 2, senior cyber security analyst, or senior security analyst, threat detector. Morning I was saying, right? Threat detector, incident responder. Nothing but L2. And also senior information security analyst. Most of the cases, Wipro, Infosys, TCS, all these companies, they will call threat detector incident responder, meaning L2 level of the vacancy you are applying. All these are L2. And here experience is like a 0 to 4 years. And here 4 to, I can say up to 6 years or 7 years. Next one, L3 or tier 3. We have threat hunters, malware analysis team, or reverse engineer, or senior security analyst. Once again, all these will fall under the L3 level. Whenever threat hunting capability role you are applying, meaning here it's a L3. So they have more than 6+ years of experience, not even 4, not even 1. But even though nowadays what they are expecting, they'll give job description and they are looking for L1, and they will give job descriptions like we need threat hunting capability as well. But basically threat hunting is like a manual analysis, not based on the correlation rule, not based on the policies, not based on the not based on the condition, not based on the algorithm. It is completely based on manual, based on the imagination, based on the hypothesis. It's a complete depending on so role wise. But even though you are L1 or L2 or L3 doesn't mean them. So they need even L1 team also nowadays. They are looking for like a L3. That is the reason people are not able to crack the interviews. At least you should be aware of. Not like you should be 100% expert in all those fields, but you should be aware of. Next one, L4 or T4 is like a manager. And this one I can call it as like subject matter expert SME or team leader. Okay. So this is about overall levels of this SOC. And we have one more vacancy also, fine tuning. What is mean fine tuning here? It is like in between manager and L3. He is a completely technical guy. Subject matter also expert, also is a technical guy. In point of contact also technical guy. But SOC manager combination of both. All these are technical guys. But this guy is a combination of both people management and technical. You should know about the people management, like leadership qualities, as well as technical skills as well. But I have seen practically, they have little bit technical skills and more leadership skills. Okay. So that is the reason always they are coordinate with L3 team. Manager wants always coordinate the SME or point of the contact. Okay. So that is about levels of the SOC. Do you have any questions on this one? So many people are asked, so which vacancy have to apply and what type of the vacancy have to apply? Do you have any doubt in this one? This is not only applicable to SOC or cybersecurity SIEM tool, is applicable to everywhere. That may be EDR, L1, L2, L3, or firewall L1, L2, L3, L4, or proxy L1, L2, L3, or L4. In the similar way, NADS and APS L1, L2, L3, L4, or vulnerability analysis, or vulnerability analyst L1, L2, L3, L4. Whatever vacancy you are going to apply, it depends. Even it is applicable to cloud as well. As I said, each and every technology we are going to discuss in the class, we have so many vacancies, as I said initially itself. So everywhere we have L1, L2, L3, and L4. So it depends on what type of experience do you have and what type of vacancy you are applying for. Okay. So that is the reason whenever you're applying for any vacancy and whenever you're applying for any opportunity, so please go through that one, and in the interview point of your time, so ask back whether really matching to your skill set or not. Example, as I will give a couple of practical scenarios. So what's going on right now in the market. One of the person, without reading the job description and the job roles and responsibilities, he applied for cloud vacancy. They are looking for the cloud security posture manager, CSPM. CSP is from entity data. And so CSPM is a role vacancy. And he has the experience into SOC, VM, EDR, firewall, and everything. So cloud CSPM, cloud security posture management, is a cloud monitoring tool or cloud related part. Cloud security basically is a cloud security. So, but in the resume, he mentioned SOC, VM, EDR, and firewall. Why entity data HR is shortlisted his resume? What is the reason? Whether he mentioned anywhere in the cloud? That is the problem with HR team. They are not aware. They will see only security. Is there in the resume or not? That's it. They will shortlist. And finally, they will schedule the interview. Once you are going to the interview, Your skill set are this one, your skill set are this one, and role vacancy manager is looking for CSPM, whether you can crack the interview. Can you crack the interview in this scenario?
No.
No, not at all. Same way. So one more same Capgemini, I think. Capgemini vacancy recently one of the candidate is attended the interview and he mentioned SOC, EDR, XDR, vulnerability management, and basic knowledge on cloud, and also firewall servers concept. But they are looking for SAST, DAST, TPS, threat modeling. Not even threat modeling, only these three. Whether matching the skill set, whatever he mentioned in the resume versus whatever role is looking for.
No.
Why Capgemini is shortlisted his resume?
Yes, I don't have those.
Yeah, they don't have the knowledge. Basically, HR team or talent acquisition team, they will say security. Security means like a vast. It's not like a single, okay, common one thing. It's like multiple technologies or multiple domains. They'll shortlist. And finally, this guy is attended the interview. But so after explaining the roles and responsibility itself, they concluded you have the experience into the EDR, you have experience SOC, you have experience vulnerability management, and you have experience to firewall side. But we are looking for CI/CD pipeline development side, SAST code scanning person, third party software scanning person. Unfortunately, you don't have that skill. Skill is mismatching. HR will provide the feedback. What is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this one
You
now?
are not selected.
You are
Yeah.
not selected. Indirectly, they are saying directly. After you complete your roles and responsibility itself, directly instead of saying in the rude or aggressive way, HR will get back to you. Whenever someone will say HR will get back to you, that's it. You're not selected at all. HR will keep in touch with you. HR will schedule the second round of the interview. That means you are progress for second round of the interview. So that is the way how the world or practical scenarios looks like. So that's why whenever you are helping any job vacancy, as I said yesterday itself, I'm repeating several times in the class, you can ask back because this HR team is not aware of. So all these different type of security domains, they think like, so security means only one cyber security, that's it. We have so many security domains. They are not aware of all these different types of security domains and security technologies and what the manager is looking for and what the candidate should be experience has. They will not validate everything. Okay. Finally, we will, okay, so we will attend the interview and finally we will demotivate from our side. I attended the interview. Why I'm not able to crack the interview? Why you have to demotivate yourself? First of all, skill is mismatch. Why you have to demotivate your side? There is no need to demotivate. There is no need to depress because it's a skills mismatch. It's not your mistake. It's their mistake. Today, one more practical scenario I will give. One more person is got attended interview with entity data. Exactly interview schedule at 1:30. What is 1:30 time period for us? What is 1:30 time period for us? India
Time.
lunchtime. Yes or no? 12:30 to 3 in between lunchtime. Yes or no? Yes, it is. 12:30 to maybe till 3 o'clock or 2:30, maybe lunchtime. And he is sitting in the lunch and he is asking the interview questions. He is doing work from home option. Maybe you can ask back how you know that because his wife is speaking and his child is speaking background. Which career you want background? So at that time, okay, so he's attending the interview, he's taking the interview. So he asked about 3 or 4 questions. That's it. What are those 3 or 4 questions? And he's very much experted. Those skill set are this one. And they are looking for same as a SIM tool experience. That to IBM curator dedicatedly. And candidate is very much experienced guy and he know everything about SIM tool and he know everything about overall security field. Yeah, practical experience of 6+ years of experience. Just they asked about only 4 or 5 questions. Explain about your roles and responsibilities. Explain about IBM curated architecture diagram. Explain about MITRE attack framework. Explain about uh, one more question. Virus difference is swarm. So then what is mean by malware outbreak connection? And one more question. That's it. And finally, you are speaking same time with his wife. Sorry to say all these different type of things. How the interview looks like. He answered very well. Out of 6 questions, he answered 5 questions correct. But even though I forgot one more question, SQL injection attack and mitigation. All these 5 questions answers already. Roles and responsibilities, IBM curated architecture diagram, what is MITRE attack framework, what is SQL injection attack mitigation, and what is malware, and what is virus and worm, and finally what is malware outbreak. Those 6 questions. That's it. And simultaneously he was eating, and so he said like, thank you so much for attending the interview, and HR will get back to you. Not even he completed 10 minutes time period overall out of 30 minutes of the interview. It's not my mistake, correct? So it depends on the interviewer situation as well, where exactly he is located and where exactly. So at the time of the interview, what he's doing, it matters as well. Don't think like always we are doing mistake from our side. It's not like that. It's from the other people's side situation and where he is and what he's doing. Everything it matters. He's in frustration. Maybe he's in sleepy mood. Whatever you are giving the answers also it's correct. But couple of times you'll get negative feedback, even though you did very well. But don't demotivate yourself. So be confident on yourself and be strong. That's it. This is not, maybe you are not selecting for this one. Maybe one of the good opportunities waiting for you. That's it. Be positive. It's not my fault. It's their fault. In case they selected me, I'm happy to work. But they are unlucky, not myself. So be positive always. So that is the reason what I'm trying to say here. So couple of times even mood and also condition situation, how the interview should be look like. According to that one, it will also vary our feedback. This is what it's happened today interview from NTT. By the way, his experience only 4 years, but interview candidate experience 6 years. Okay. So that is about levels of the SOC.
RK, what about this engineers, security engineers, where they fall?
Security engineers not at all will fall under all this category. Security engineers completely configuration implementation and also fine tuning and troubleshooting. It's a complete different role. It's like implementation side. Is it clear, Priyanka?
Yeah, because we are getting more number of security engineers.
That means here they are looking for more than L3, not manager, not even manager. Manager, by the by, manager doesn't have anything related to configuration implementation. Just he will do monitoring of the overall team and also technical prospect of the escalation side. That's it. You will not consider at all technical side. One tool you can give and you can ask any manager, they will not configure at all. So security engineers are more experts than the manager side. So coming back to your question, security engineers are, they are like implementation side or configuration and fine tuning and troubleshooting. Those things can be taken care by security engineers. It's like implementation level as per project lifecycle management, whatever we discussed.
For that also we do have L1, L2, L3.
No, there is no L1, L2, L3. It's like a single vacancy.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we can discuss about couple of definitions as well, other than these three. So already we completed these definitions initially itself, but once again, I'm going to repeat. The first one is a log. So log is nothing but, already any activity or actions or something can be done by either server or database or application or instance related to cloud or database or any endpoint or by the by end user. So that is called log. So backend some of the log will be generated. Activity will be generated. Recorded activity will be generated. That is called log. It is a computer recorded activity. or action from, there are different end user or servers or databases or applications or cloud or network or mobile. Extra is called as a log. Now, what is event? Okay, so already you know, as I said, couple of practical examples also. So event is like abnormal activity, not like a normal activity. So daily I cannot change, I cannot celebrate my birthday. Daily I cannot celebrate my anniversary. Daily I cannot say my death anniversary. Or daily I cannot celebrate my whatever it may be. Okay. So event is like abnormal. So my birthday only it will come for 1 year once. In the similar way, my marriage day it will come only 1 year. Anniversary day it will come for 1 year. In the similar way, death anniversary will come for 1 year and so on. It's like a normal activity. It's like abnormal activity. All these event management. What event management people will do whenever event will be triggered. So like a friendship day or anniversary or birthday or marriage day or maybe death anniversary and so on. So yearly once they will conduct. That is called event management. Yearly once. It's not like a normal. Every day we cannot do all these things. That's like abnormal one. Normal ones means daily we can do whatever work we are doing regular way. So that is like a normal activity. And yearly once we can do all these different types of things, whatever just now I discussed. So that is like event management. As I said, event management, we have separate team. So they will go and they will conduct all these events and they will call celebrities and so on. They will conduct couple of whatever it may be. Event, it's like not like a normal activity, it's like abnormal activity. In our scenario, same thing you can apply to practical world to our scenario, cybersecurity field. It's like abnormal activity, it's like a not normal activity. Example, one of the end user forgot the password. So daily is providing the username password correctly. But one day, because of the typo error, because of the forgetting the password, he gave the wrong one. That is like abnormal activity. Okay. So daily is accessing and is downloading the files. One day he's downloading malicious file. That's like abnormal activity. Okay. So daily is developing the code. One day he forgot to develop the code in the different way. So that is like abnormal activity. So all these things we can call abnormal activities. These abnormal activities only we can call it as an event. Okay. How to define the event? Abnormal change of the log is called as event. It is not like a normal activity. As I said, daily I'm logging into the system. Windows event ID 4624 will be generated. So example, so I want to log into system at 9 o'clock. I'm a HR guy. So I will switch on my laptop and I will provide my username and password. So now one of the event will be generated. So that is event ID equals to 4624, the successful login. But one day, because of the type error, instead of the password, I given something wrong way. Event ID, because of the type error, because of the forgetting of the password, I given wrong password. So that time authentication will be failure. So that time backend log will be generated, that is 4625. So this is like login failure attempt, not successful. So that is called as event. So now what is notification or alert? Sorry, alert. What is alert? Notification and event is called as alert. So same thing. So if everything I'm providing the correct manner, it will not be triggered any notification. But continuously I'm typing wrong password because I forgot the password. Maybe attacker is doing on behalf of us. He's trying to do brute force attack. He's trying to do dictionary attack. He's trying to do pass the hash attack. He's trying to do rainbow table attack or pass the hash value attack. So in that scenario, so that notification will come as a alert notification. So notification of this event, whatever event is generated like abnormal event, that is called alert. Okay. Notification event is called as alert, or notification of abnormal activity is called as alert. Okay. Next one. So what are the different types of notifications we can receive? Examples are we know already. One is through email notification. One is through mobile notification. We will get the mobile notification as alert notification. Third one through dashboard or tool directly. Fourth one syslog. Syslog is a server. It will notify to us. Event traps. Traps is another. We have to purchase third party. So from the different types of vendor like Cisco or Juniper or IBM or HP or Hawaii or Avaya, Aruba, and so on. Traps we have to purchase. These traps is called SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol. Not only just it will do discovery of the network devices, it will manage us. Even something it went down or abnormal activities happen through SNMP also, we can get the notification. That is called SNMP traps. If it is IBM QRadar dedicated to one of the field name is called as reference set. Through reference set, nothing but based on the IP address, based on the domain name, or based on the zone, or based on the attacker location, based on the victim IP, or based on the victim location, and so on. Most of the cases we will take source IP address so that it is easy for us. So these are all the couple of ways we can receive the notification. Video another 3 also, but regularly we can use these notifications as a alert wise. Next one, incident. What is meant by incident here? So incident is applicable to each and every field, as I said several times in the class. So incident, we can call it as a problem or vulnerability or issue or bug. It's applicable to each and every team. So as I said, engineering team side, they will call it as a bug or problem or issue. But on the corporate IT side, they will call it as incident or alert or issue, maybe okay, problem. So instant, it will not give you positive feedback. It will give negative feedback. What is the negative feedback here? Based on our business and based on the CIA triad. CIA triad is a positive, not negative here. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability is a positive to organization. But incident is a negative impact of the CIA triad. Negatively impacting, not positively impacting. Negatively impacting meaning here, attacker is maybe he can leak the confidentiality, he can leak the integrity, or maybe he will try to do flooding category of the attacks like a availability side, so that incident will be triggered. So that is called incident. Incident, it will provide negative impact of CIA triad so that it will cause business impact or disruption or outage. Is called as incident. So this is also one of the favorite interview question, guys. What is the difference between incident, alert, and log and event? Okay. from Capgemini, especially Capgemini. So that is about, okay, so instant versus alert versus event versus log. Next one, log types. What are the different logs types we do have? One is syslog log type, is a system logging. And what is the port number? Syslog port number?
514.
514, perfect. And also we have common event format, CEF. Not log types, log formats I will give. Otherwise you'll get confusion. Common event format. This one only SIM tool will understand. SIM tool will not understand all the raw log. SIM tool will understand only common event format only. So next one, CLF, common log format. Next one is JSON. Next one is Windows event log format. Windows log event for WLEF. Okay, and also we have HTML, JavaScript, JSON already over. Yeah, BST. So these are the couple of log formats. Okay. So whatever logs we are receiving is called as a raw log. Whatever log source is generating the log is called as a log, raw log. What is raw log? Whatever log source or data source is generating log is called as raw log. Example, I will go to my event log format from Windows side. If you want to check what are the logs are generated in your Windows machine, where we have to go, guys? Where we have to go?
Event manager.
Event?
Event manager. You are sorry.
Event viewer, that's correct. Event viewer. So example, in my system, if I want to see what are the logs are generated from morning onwards, morning I switched on the laptop at 6:30 and right now it's 6:47 p.m. Okay, so in between 6:30 to 6:47, what are the actions I have done and what are the activities I'm going to do? Everything it will be generated back end. Okay, so that one where we can see under we can see event viewer. So once you're clicking on this one, you can see application, security, setup, system, and forwarded events. Forwarded, okay, so application meaning you know already. What are applications from morning 6:30 to till time I'm accessing application side, everything it will appear here. Security, how many times I switched on the laptop and once again, how many times I logged in and logged out, everything. Like a login success and login failure. Like audit logs is called as security is nothing but audit logs. And setup logs, nothing but here configuration oriented logs. Whether I have done any configuration in my operating system, whether I have to install any Wireshark, whether I have to install any Nmap, whether I have to install any Nessus tool, or whether I have done any operating system wide changes is called as setup logs. System logs. So in my Windows Task Manager, what is the performance? It is crossing more than 70% or 80% or 60% or 40%. What is the process ID and what is the so memory utilization, CPU utilization, RAM utilization, everything we can call system logs. And what is the forward events? Whatever logs are generated from Windows side, we have to integrate collector agent. That collector agent, we have to send it to our SIM tool. Okay, right now I'm not sending the logs to any other SIEM tool. By default, it is available here itself. So, but if I want to send it to all these forwarded logs to SIEM tool, I have to use forward events. So then what I have to do, I have to install the collector agent and I have to specify the path as a forward events and destination as a SIEM tool. So that whatever logs are generating in all these 4 different types of logs, everything it can go and it will integrate to SIEM tool. So that is called forward events. So now what I'm saying here, so whatever logs are generated, example, take security. So under the security, there are different types event ID. It's applicable to only Windows operating system only. It's not applicable to Unix operating system. Event ID 5379. What is this 5379 is about? Credential manager credentials were read. So whenever I was trying to log into the system, my credentials are read by, so respect to backend credential manager. And for that one, event ID is 5379. And when the event is logged, it is logged at 647. Okay. And event age is 539. User account management. It's fall into the category of the log or event is user account management. This is a basically log. This log is called as a raw log. RAW raw. This RAW raw log cannot be understood by SIM tool because it has a plain text and couple of times it has a code. That code cannot be understood by SIM tool. Even we cannot understand what is the payload of this particular log. That is the reason SIM tool, whatever raw log, whatever I said is everything a raw log. It's very simple. But couple of times application side, database side, and also cloud side, network side, we cannot understand what is the raw log is about, what's they're telling about, what is the payload is about. Even SIM tool also cannot understand. It's not like user friendly. To eliminate this drawback, what SIM tool will do, how the SIM tool is developed. So all the raw logs can be converted into SIM tool understandable format is called as common event format. Okay, go back. So raw log meaning where the log sources or data sources is generating the log. Where the log source is generating, example, in my computer right now. In my computer, I have shown already practically. So these are all called raw logs. These raw logs cannot be understood by SIM tool. Okay. Or we cannot, if we can understand now, this is very simple one. But what are coding related logs? Or what about cloud related logs? What are application related logs? What about network related logs? What about mobile related logs? And what may be payload related logs? We cannot understand everything. So that is the reason to become user friendly, to read and write and to understand all these raw logs can be converted into one of the unique format. That format is called as common event format. That common event format only user can understand, and SIM tool also can be read, write, and also can be understand. Okay. So right now, what is raw log? Whatever log source or data source. In our example, what I said about my example laptop logs. In the similar way, firewall, proxy, IDS, IPS, EDR, DLP, encryption, cloud, everything will fall under the raw log sources. Okay. Next one, data
Actually, for
source. Yeah,
sorry,
please.
for firewall, if we are, I mean, in our system, we do have firewall, right?
Yes.
If we on that, we can even see that logs.
That is will fall under the application side. Which applications are accessing and whether port is opened or blocked, whether communication is happening or not.
So for that also, we have to cross verify in the system logs or what logs we have generated.
We have to verify under the application.
Okay, the first one which you
Yes,
have shown.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And forwarded logs, if at all we are moving, we are adding that to SIM tool, then only we'll show that.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay, so that is about raw log. As I said, SIM tool will not understand this raw log. SIM tool will not understand raw log. It's a note. It's very important. Data source. What is data source meaning here? Whatever whatever log source, where the logs are generating, where the logs are originating, is called as log source. In my example, whatever I took it just now, what is the log source name? Can anyone say? What is the log source name? What is log source
Even
name?
Sorry,
even
Windows
Windows
machine.
operating system. That's perfect. Windows 8, Windows 11 I'm using. So currently, what is the log source is Windows 11. Okay. So what is log source or data source meaning? Where the logs are originating, where the logs are generating is called as a data source or log source. So currently in my system, logs are originating, logs are generating. So this is also one of the log source or data source. In this similar way, in the entire organization, how many log sources are there, how many data sources are there, everything we have to make it as a count. How many endpoints are there, how many laptops are there, how many MacBooks are there, how many servers are there, how many databases are there, how many applications are available, how many firewalls, how many proxy servers, how many, okay, so NADS, NAPS devices, how many mobile devices, how many applications, how many cloud instances we are using. Everything you are combined together, we can call it as data sources and log sources. Nothing but where the log is originating, where the log is generating is called as log source or data source. Where the log is, it's important, guys. So in your organization, what are the different types of log source logs are available? What are the different types of data source logs are available? It's one of the interior question. And how many log sources are integrated to SIEM tool? You can say by default, I integrated 500 log source logs to SIEM tool. Out of 500, 400 endpoints and 100, maybe 50 servers. Remaining 50 are firewall, proxy, router, switches, load balancer, and everything. Because he doesn't know right count. Whoever is taking the interview. So forget about him. Forget about the interview point of view. How many log sources is depending on my organization, not your organization. Where the log is originating or log is generating is called as data source or log source. Example, firewall, proxy, router, switch, end user laptop, application, database, server, extra. All these are called as log sources. Okay. So that's all for today evening, guys. And as I said, please don't ignore all these, each and every sentence. I'm speaking now onwards, from today evening class onwards. Everything is inter question. I cannot say which one is inter question and which one is not inter question. Everything you have to read. There is no other option. There is no other choice. Forget about up to yesterday whatever we discussed, up to today morning whatever we discussed. If you want to go to cybersecurity SOC operation, so whatever we discussed up to network attacks, everything, all the networking concepts starting with OS layers and the TCP IP layers, class of the IP address, ports and protocols, all the servers like DNS, DHCP, static IP, database server, SMTP server, file server, okay, XN server, application server, web server, all the network commands, all the network architecture diagram, all the different types category of the attacks. That may be malware category, phishing email category, spoofing category, flooding category, phishing email category, voice prompt category. And finally, you should know about the basic knowledge on the endpoint, basic knowledge on the network, basic knowledge on the application, basic knowledge on the cloud, and basic knowledge on the infra. And finally, whatever I'm going to teach, each and everything is important for if you want to enter into cybersecurity SOC operations. So, as I said earlier also, up to network attacks is a common to each and every vacancy, irrespective of the whether you are applying for vulnerability management, you are applying for endpoint security or network security or maybe application security. All these are common by default. From there, if you want to enter into specific to one domain, it will vary whether you're applying for endpoint or network or application or cloud or mobile or maybe cyber or maybe vulnerability management. It depends. But up to all the attacks, these are common for each and every vacancy. All the networking concepts and network and cyber and application attacks are common to each and every attack. Not only that one, even you should know about basic knowledge on what is meant by endpoint and what is meant by network and what is meant by application, what is meant by cloud and what is meant by information security GRC. Along with that one, so whatever vacancy you're applying, that may be EDR or DLP or encryption or firewall or proxy or web application firewall or cybersecurity SIM tool or vulnerability management. So later, according to that one, they can ask the questions. Hope it's clear. Is it clear or not? At least now.
Clear, sir.
Yes,
Okay, perfect. So whatever vacancy, your resume should be like in generic way. In generic way. Okay. So you can apply for multiple vacancies, as I said. It's a completely depending on how you'll become like a Vosravelli at the time of the job description and explaining about your roles and responsibility. That you know already chameleon, right? It's completely depending on you. So I provide even design and implementation as well. So how you can take it anyway. Tools we did not discuss yet. We are going to discuss that one also. Don't worry. Okay.
Sir,
So yeah, please.
can we keep in resume the multiple security in one
Yes, you
single
are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Absolutely fine that one. You can say endpoint security, antivirus hyphen, EDR hyphen, DLP hyphen, encryption hyphen, file integrity monitoring. Which tool you worked on? Example, so for CDR. So next one, firewall. So FortiGate, proxy, you can say not applicable. NADS, NAPS, you can say either open source tool or not applicable. And vulnerability management, Nessus. Yeah, you can say all the tools. That's why most of the people, candidates are getting shortlisted for every vacancy, especially whoever is taking the training from my side. Because their resume, it's not like other people resume, only one specific skill. Okay. So if a couple of people, they are taking the coaching from other institute, they'll keep only EDR vacancy. How many EDR vacancies are available in the entire market? Very, very less. Very rare cases. They will not get the calls at all. So you are right. You should be keep all these tools. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
But whenever you are explaining about the roles and responsibilities, you have to explain about that roles and responsibilities only. For example, maybe I have overall experience, I put it as a resume 5 plus. And maybe take example Deloitte. They are looking for EDR vacancy. So what I have to say now at the time of the roles and responsibilities. So this is Ramakrishna. I have overall IT security experience is 5 plus. And out of overall IT security experience of 5 plus, 3 years into endpoints security, remaining 2 into cybersecurity SOC operation. Currently, I am working for dedicated to EDR project because they are looking for EDR project. In the past, you can say you worked on the SOC. That is the way how you should be smart. It's not about how much you are a technical guy. It's completely depending on you, how much you are giving the answers to them. It's in your hands. You should be like spontaneous answer you have to give. So as I said, okay, so they are looking for EDR vacancy. And I said overall IT security experience 5 plus. Out of 5 plus of years of experience, 2 plus years of experience into cybersecurity SOC operations. Remaining 3 plus into EDR vacancy. Currently, I am working as an EDR project because they are looking for EDR vacancy. That is the reason I am saying about current project is EDR. Otherwise, maybe they are looking for SOC vacancy. So I have 2 plus years of experience into EDR, remaining 3 plus into cybersecurity SOC operation. So currently I'm working for cybersecurity SOC operation, not EDR. You should be in the smarter way also whenever you are giving the answer. Is it clear? I am not sure how many people are clear about this answer.
Yes, yes.
Later, you have to explain about your roles and responsibilities. So that is the way. As I said, it's a completely depending on you how much you are giving answers in the smarter way. First of all, whether you know the answer or not. First of all, you understand the question or not, I'm not sure. Okay. So be specific on the answer whenever giving, and also based on the vacancy wise, you can give the answers, not generic way. I have, okay, 14 years of experience. I will keep everything in my resume. I'll keep endpoint, network, application, product, mobile, OT, IoT, cybersecurity, and everything. Yesterday, I attended one of the company, Honeywell. They need product security. But right now, I'm not working on the product security. I'm working on the cloud security. But when I will go for the interview, my resume is shortlisted. Tomorrow is the interview. If I'll go for Honeywell interview, I will not explain about my product security roles and responsibility, whatever I'm doing in my current company. I'll explain about what Honeywell is looking for. It's okay. I can survive after going Honeywell as well. So because everything's tool oriented, security is nothing but tool oriented. So this is the way you have to give the answers, guys. Most of the people is not aware of all these, and finally they will end up with the negative feedback. Okay. Be smart whenever you're giving the answers as well. Okay, guys, that's all for today evening. And tomorrow morning you have 9 o'clock. Okay, so class. And I can share the invite. And some people asked about interview as well. Yeah, tomorrow evening I can start the interviews at 3 p.m. Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay.
Cybersecurity, basically, when we talk, it's about safeguarding digital data or digital ones, right?
Yeah,
Completely.
everything digital. Yes, you are right. Everything is like digital because we are not taking care of the analog or physical. Yes, you are right.
So, because when we talk about information security, it is I mean, cybersecurity would be subset of information security.
Yes, as I said, information like umbrella. Under that umbrella,
Mm.
cybersecurity is a part. Yes.
Because we include physical security along with cybersecurity for information security.
Not only physical, everything. It's like information security, like umbrella. Under that one, we can include like so all these security technologies. That one I am going to discuss about once we are going to complete cybersecurity.
Okay. And one more question. So,
Mm.
when we have a phishing attack,
Mm.
so which layer does this fall under in a cyber security? I mean,
It's a
cyber kill chain.
network and transport.
In a cyber kill chain, basically. So when we send a mail, right, for
Uh,
phishing emails,
uh.
so that particular will fall under delivery, right?
No. SMTP server messaging. So application layer, it will take care of the web browsing, messaging, and also it will take care of the virtual terminal, and also it will take care of the file transfer.
That
Messaging
is
means what?
OSI layer, right? I'm asking about cyber kill chain
Okay,
layers.
cyber kill chain also. It will come under all these 7 layers. Coming back to here. So phishing email, correct?
Right.
Physical, it will come like a transport and delivery side. Yeah.
Okay. Because normally it is like
Even don't
attempting.
think like only one specific phase here. Even so, why can't you consider as a recon is a phishing email? So initially you are a attacker. Okay, so example, Priyanka is an attacker, and Priyanka wants to steal my credentials of the Gmail. So she will send one of the malicious URL link expiring of your Gmail password. You will send it to me. That is
Mhm.
initial access or not?
Yes.
Yeah, it will come like even initial access like a recon. You are sending the email. That doesn't mean that it's like a transport or delivery. Don't think like that. You are sending to get the initial access to compromise my Gmail credentials. So for that one, you are saying like, okay, so your Gmail password is going to expire. Please change your credential as soon as possible. Today's deadline. Then what I will do? I'll click on the URL link, whatever you provided. Then it will like a vulnerability identification and installation and exploitation, and finally malware will be installed and you will get the command and control.
Right. That would be the last stage, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But
So
everything will fall
don't
under.
think like, yeah, everything it will follow. Yes, you are right. Everything it will follow. It's not like email meaning here only specific to transport or delivery. Don't think like that. Even initial access also will fall under as a, so example, take application side. Input validation like initial access.
That
Even,
would be in the first stage
yeah,
itself then.
yeah. So now, so as a mail you are sending to me, change the credential like initial access you are getting, how to entered into Ramakrishna Gmail. That initial access reckon or not?
Right.
Yeah, that is also fall. But transport or delivery, why we are saying like email notification, it's for simply understanding purpose. So not only through email, even we can say USBs, or maybe even we can say through payload or URL. There are so many ways we can do the delivery or transport, not only through email.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what is the purpose of SMB basically?
it's a
So,
for messaging block. What it can do for messaging from one node to another node, one peer to another peer.
so it's not like the mail ones, right? It's a normal messaging
Yeah,
ones,
normal message only. Yes.
like a text message we can
Yeah, the
send.
text messages or any dropped messages. Yes.
Okay, so this is a service request port which you can see.
Yeah, correct. Any other?
That's all. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay, guys, that's all for today evening, and tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. we have class. Someone said 8 a.m., but it's not possible for me because I have some other meetings as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.